guess we can be beginning. 3 months without streaming, and here I am back. Traditionally closing all the notifications. Things seem to be going smoothly. Hopefully they will continue working like that. So, hello and welcome everyone. Here is Andy. Here's Open Fire. That's the 3rd of May 2025. The last time I went live was in February. And yeah, so there have been a lot of things since that time. I went to we went with my girlfriend to Turkey, then to Belgrade, to Serbia. Now we are in Tbilisi in Georgia, and so I thought I have a relatively free Saturday and I can stream. I think I've gathered enough energy to return to the broadcasts, and the game that we are going to return to is Dragon Age. So let me open the window of the game and set up the new one. Dragon Age Origins is no, I probably should have let you see the trailer. So we weren't able to complete, and so is the Golden City blackened with each step you take in my whole. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world. Canticle of Therinoides 8:15.
The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed.
Hello, Sasha.
It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
And that's the end of the trailer or the introductory video. I wonder if the messages were displayed, because I have a suspicion that they were not. Once again, Sasha, hello to you. It's a pleasure to have you on the stream. Let me know if you can hear me well, because you are the first person after 3 months break to tell me something about what's going on. Yeah, so yeah, I can see that messages do not appear, and what do I do? I will need to refresh the cache of the current page, and here are the messages. Here they come, here they come. Everything is okay, thank you, thank you. So I'm not too loud, the game is not too loud, I understand. Yay, dancing who? Dancing creatures, I'm not sure who they are. And something else I wanted to check. No, I think that's all good. So about Dragon Age, I streamed the game in 2021, played it in 2010 rather, 2011, maybe 2012, not sure. And then I streamed it 2021, and I got to like almost not the end of the game, but maybe 60-70% of the game, and then I lost my save file, and I never completed the streams about Dragon Age, and this has been really plaguing me. And also my girlfriend now started playing Dragon Age. It was my recommendation, and I was looking at her play, and I thought, well, I'm kind of jealous, I want to do that too, and here I am. So Everest 2 and Pivotechnik. Hello. Those are very unexpected guests. I mean, on Good Game, really. Is Mike restreaming me again? No. So it's just legit guests. Okay. So, guys, welcome to the channel, I guess, and welcome. It's a pleasure, and thanks for also giving me feedback. I really appreciate that. And let me see if messages are shown. Yes, they are indeed shown on the stream too. Yeah, all is good. Sorry for these technical pauses. I'm just checking that everything is alright, because as I said, I haven't been live for 3 months now. So I'm going to go with my typical class. That's gonna be human, noble, warrior, and because I want to go for dual wield. About the preset, no. Skin complexion, no, I think that's okay. Skin tone a bit darker. Tattoos, just a couple of those. You know, I had a character that I created, and it was a good character, but I learned that if you have a rogue and then install the mod that helps you respec, unfortunately you cannot change your specialization. You cannot change from rogue to warrior, and so I have to create a new character, and that's exactly what we shall be doing. So let's go for this one. Little beard, hair, beard color, dark. Eyebrows are not the ones that I want. Let me get these ones. Stubble, just a bit more. Yeah, some character customization. The color is okay. Hey, why don't you try Oblivion Remastered? Music here is awesome. Yeah, music is indeed beautiful. About Oblivion Remastered, Illusion, and welcome to the stream also. I will answer. Just give me a moment. I will set the character up. So I wanted to call my character Sunset. Why? Because there is Tequila Sunrise, the cocktail. There is Tequila Sunset, the guy from Disco Elysium, and Tequila Sunset I cannot put because the game doesn't let me put the full name. So I'll just go with Sunset. Sunset Coastland. Yeah, about eyes, I'd like to have bigger eyes slightly. Eye spacing a bit narrower. Height is okay. Eye color, I'd rather have something. Can I have yellowish? Okay, they were set by default, I think. Brow depth, a bit kinda. No, that's depth. Brow height is what I'm looking for. It's the I want to make a more serious character. Then nose is alright, neck, ears, it's okay, neck thickness is a bit bigger, portrait. Now, I was thinking about some unusual portrait, camera distance slightly away, move left, right, up, down, it's okay, background is this magical one, and then the facial expression is... You know, when you already have a character that you like and then something is not exactly right. Yeah, this one is okay, I think. And about the voice, I thought about wise.
No, it is gone. My weapon does nothing.
Yeah, I think that's the closest to the one that I have out of all these given options. And we go next: strength, dexterity, willpower, magic, cunning, and constitution. I need to refresh what those are, but I think if I go for dual wield, not dual wield, yeah, dual wield, not two-handed dual wield, I want to have dexterity mastered. Graphics are okay, yes, graphics are perfectly fine, and there is an interesting thing. So I have this official release on Steam, Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition, and if you set your graphics up to Ultra or the highest preset, the game will crash when you start it. And we actually can still have a crash when I finish the character setup, so be ready for another run of the character setup, unfortunately. That's how the situation is with Dragon Age and modern machines. So the recommendation that I found on Reddit was to just set the graphics to medium, and then you kinda are saved from crashes. The alternative is to go to the code of the game, to install some patches, install some mods, install some who knows what, like a lot of fuss, and I thought that that was the most elegant and simple decision, so I did that exactly. Let me increase the temperature of the conditioning system. Yeah, what else? I'm just checking if I have missed any message. YouTube is silent. Good game. We've already greeted each other, and Twitch, well, we have an ongoing conversation there. So, about strength. Strength measures a character's physical prowess and directly affects the damage a character deals in physical combat. It also contributes to the accuracy of melee attacks. High strength is essential for warriors, in particular if they wish to wield two-handed weapons, and is nearly as critical for rogues. Now, about dexterity, is the measure of agility, reflexes, and balance. High dexterity improves a character's chances to hit, makes the character more likely to dodge incoming blows, and contributes to the damage dealt by piercing weapons like daggers or arrows. Archery and dual weapon fighting styles demand high dexterity to master, making this attribute a favorite for rogues. Cunning determines how well a character learns and reasons. Most skills such as herbalism or combat tactics require quick mind to master, and an observant eye can more easily find weaknesses in enemy armor. Rogues benefit from this statistic as many of their class abilities and special attacks rely on subtlety or reading the target, not raw strength. And constitution represents health and resilience. High constitution directly increases the amount of damage a character can take before falling on the battlefield. Can I drop? No. Let me get more dexterity, 1 point into strength, 1 point into cunning. Next one, combat training and coercion. Coercion I like because it's important for our diplomacy, and diplomacy is always nice to utilize. About combat training, well, gain access to second-tier weapon talents as well as a bonus to stamina regeneration, blah blah blah. Then warrior, I'm going with dual weapon sweep to have some powerful attack against several enemies. And what else? Shield bash, no thank you. The warrior has gained greater health and reduced the fatigue penalty for wearing armor. And precise striking. Now dual striking. I think I'm gonna go for dual weapon training and dual weapon sweep. close it normal damage bonus with the offhand weapon. Okay. Play, I think. And the difficulty, let's set it to hard for now. I am not a proficient player of Dragon Age Origins, so I might be tweaking the difficulty from time to time. Don't go too hard on me for that, but I'll try to do my best and play on the hard difficulty. And also, let's check if we're gonna have a crash now. We crashed, right? Yes, we crashed. Nice. Oh, gosh. Okay, fine. Let's try. Why does it have to go this way? Damn it. Okay, I'll just... It's just... It looks like you have a timer. Like, the game doesn't like you picking your character for... setting up your character for a long time. Like, it says you have to go fast, or I'll just ruin all your efforts in no time. Where's the hair that I wanted? Is it this one, or what hair did I go with? Damn it. This one? No. This one? Yeah, I think this one. Then beard. Let's see if I can do that fast enough not to crash again. Then eyebrows, these ones. Stubble, let it be this one. Eyes should be bigger. The color is yellowish. Oh, orange, that's even better. Brow, not depth, height is here. Nose we don't touch. Neck, ears, neck slightly bigger. Portrait, look down, turn left, right. Camera distance is alright. Background, this one here, and the expression is this one. Yeah, I don't like this smug expression. Something like this. Some hidden pain, you know. Herald, hide the pain. Sunset, Kusland. Next, dexterity +3, strength +1, cunning +1. Next, coercion. Next, this one and this one. Play, difficulty hard. Let's see what's gonna happen. We crashed again. I see the bonfire. It means we crashed. Yes, we... I'll have to set the graphics to completely medium because I think I messed up maybe with options. I'll change them. Okay, let me set to medium for now, and then I'll return it when we start the game. Gosh, it's...
Greetings.
Imagine when you... Oh, sorry. When you have to spend a lot of time creating your character, like you really spend like, I don't know, like hours on hair, right? Hey, why are you so thin? Because
Greetings.
I changed the Hey, tattoo. This one, hair. I'm sorry, genuinely sorry for this game's misbehavior. Eyebrows, these ones. Stubble. Wait a second, what is... Oh, yeah, that's nice. Eyes again. The size has to be bigger. The height of brows. Then neck a bit bigger. Portrait. With his face expression. These face expressions are just Fascinating. And camera distance. Next. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coercion. This one and this one. Play. Please don't crash again. What is... I don't get it. I mean, I tried several times to run the game before that, and are you kidding me? Damn it. Okay, let's see what will happen if I use the quick start. Like, just because I want to check if...
Greetings.
Yeah, quick play. Yeah, it crashes again. I don't know. It's weird. I ran the game several times. I also installed the mod for like to destroy to remove the dog barking, and before that I had this mod that enabled respec, but I removed it already.
Greetings.
Stupid Ubisoft, you publish the game and you
Greetings.
cannot even optimize it for machines. Now it crashes. It just plain crashes. Well, one more. No. 3 months of not streaming. I don't want this first stream to go like this. Fuck. What I wanted to do actually was to prepare a character, prepare a saved game, and then just load it and avoid these problems. And so I see that I should have totally done that instead of what I'm doing right now. I just thought, well, it worked. I created a few characters, everything went fine, and now it just doesn't go beyond the screen. Okay, let's go back to fucking Google. What can I tell you? Try windowed mode, low graphics. Do they have the windowed mode? Video, full screen mode. Keep settings.
Greetings.
Yeah, that also didn't help. I swear it worked. Several times. Yeah, like going back to Reddit, they say that if you set your graphics to medium, then it goes okay. Medium. New game. It crashed just on the main menu. Wow. No, I haven't tried all low settings. It looks like the game is becoming less and less stable.
Greetings.
Mm-hmm. 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 And the game now is not launching. Okay, now it is. Configure video, graphics detail, medium. Let's go. Maybe repair. Clear download cache. What's this? Clear download cache. Could your mods be the cause? Well, I just have one, and the situation is that it it worked with it before fine. If the mod doesn't work, I mean the dog barking mod, why doesn't it start even now? Okay, let me what? Let me try and remove the mod. Browse local files, packages, core, override. On Steam. I'm running the game on Steam, Sasha. Yeah, it didn't help. Well, if you go to the internet, you will see that there are plenty of people with this kind of similar problem, that that Dragon Age crashes all the time, and there are
Greetings.
all sorts of problems people experience. Just that, well, probably you are lucky you don't have this issue. Uh, mhm. Mm. Mhm. Hello, Oleg. Yeah, I'm just trying to run the game that keeps crashing, and so there is a bad start to my return to streaming after 3 months of being idle. unfortunately. Let's try completely low settings only and see if it helps. Wow, it's incredible.
Greetings.
Quick play.
For generations.
So you
I see he's grown
it
into
worked.
Your brother is right.
Fuck
My
up.
At any... We honor the... In the...
So let's do what? Let's do what? Firstly, let's destroy these two save files, then create the character once again and see if it helps.
Greetings.
So I just cannot believe that. I mean, I really wanted not to complain about it in today, just to freaking start and play without any problems. I mean, my bad for picking old games to play also. I could be a normal person playing something modern. I cannot even see the eye color because of the settings. Forgot the tattoo.
No, it is gone.
For generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. Though we both had less grey in our hair then. And we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pup, I didn't see you there. Hal, you remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you again, lad.
Okay, we'll go to the end of the dialogue, then I'll save the game, restart the game with higher settings, and then we will return to the normal flow of events. Is your family here, Arlho?
Oh no, I left them in Amaranthine, well away from the fighting in the south. They do send their best wishes. My daughter Delilah asked after you. Perhaps I should bring her next time.
To what end?
Ha! To what end, he says? And so glib. The boy's a whip like his father.
See what I contend with, Hal? You can't tell my fierce boy anything these days, Maker bless his heart.
Ah, temperament to match his fighting skill. Well done, your lordship.
At any rate, Pup, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
I'll do my best, father.
Now, that's what I'd like to hear. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrion Cousland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
They defeated the Darkspawn long ago, and they're an order of great warriors.
They are the heroes of legend, who ended the Blights and saved us all. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow Wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is one of my sons we're talking about.
Is there a reason why I shouldn't join them?
You did just finish saying that Grey Wardens are heroes, old friend.
I've not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Of course.
In the meantime, find Fergus, and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
Where is Fergus?
Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt, spending some last moments with his wife and my grandson. Be a good lad and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
Saving game. Okay, so the game has been saved. Let's create a new save, Castle Cousland. Then let's go to the main menu, try cheating a bit, so the highest possible settings, load the game, Castle Cousland, and we are crashing right now, but maybe we will be able to play around that. Let me read the messages in the meantime. Something on YouTube to use the compatibility mode. The worst case scenario, I try to run something that all in a virtual machine with Windows XP. Wow, that's something I don't think I'll be able to handle, unfortunately. Okay, so the game refuses to work on high settings completely. What can we do instead? There is a setting I think we can lower and still get decent graphics anyway. For example, we can try graphics detail high and see if that goes well. And the problem is I have to not the problem, but the challenge is I have to be careful with the delete button not to press it accidentally. I played on my previous computer and there were no issues whatsoever, but the previous computer was like manufactured in 2012, so of course there you wouldn't expect any problems. So it crashes even on medium settings there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. I'll probably need to try some other options that you've mentioned in between streams. For now, let's try and go with what we have. What if I go with texture detail medium? Maybe that will help. And Everest too, about settings being looking nice even on this preset. Well, I kind of agree. I mean, they look decent, but not too decent, I would say. And it's really weird that I really launched the game on high settings also outside the stream. I really swear I did that, and I cannot understand why. Maybe this frame buffer effect should be disabled. Let's try and see if that helps, and I still try to click on the... Okay, I see. The streamer curse. Yes, the streamer curse indeed. Sasha, could you please, if you don't mind, switch to English, because I wouldn't want to translate for those who speak English only later, and so I... Thank you, thank you. Sorry for mentioning that, but I hope you understand. So, an English stream is an English stream, a Russian stream is a Russian stream, so... During my streams, I try to live in the English world, the one that I prefer. Much prefer to Russian. So what else can be done? Yeah, there is some huge 4 gigabytes patch which I cannot possibly download right now because I have a relatively slow internet connection. What if I go to different resolution, maybe? Like this one? Will that help? No, that didn't help. The good thing is that the stream hasn't been crashing with all the strange stuff happening in parallel. Well, we just tried it. Didn't work. Didn't work. Full screen mode. Okay, if I set... What if I go with 0 anti-aliasing? Will that do anything? I think I haven't tried it yet. Well, I haven't, and it hasn't done a thing. Age graphics glitch. Graphics crash, rather. I have ChatGPT, so let's go there, rather. Hi, Chatty. I'm trying to stream Dragon Age Origins right now, but it fucking crashes. Each time I start to load the game. If I set the graphics to the lowest, it works. How can I run it with a decent picture? So the first option is exactly about compatibility. Let's try. That's what Oleg said. Browse local files, Dragon Age launcher. Well, the launcher starts the launcher. Where is the file itself? Dragon Age Origins. Is it this one? No, it's also the launcher. How can I locate? Maybe when I... Let's try compatibility. Windows 7. Okay. Let's see if it has changed anything. Okay, that is to be ruled out. Compatibility didn't work. Run as administrator. Run as administrator. Well, there is a check for that too. Let's see. Fun streams. Setting the game to work. What? Now it refuses to start after I checked the compatibility to Windows XP. Let's try Windows 7 with administrator's permission. Maybe that will be better. No, that doesn't even let the game start. Okay, if I remove this one and try once again. Here is a bot coming to advertise. Game already running. No, it's not running. What are you talking about? Task manager. No, it's not there. It's not running. What are you talking about, Steam? It's not fucking running. Okay, with the administrators checkbox, it just doesn't even start. I'm not sure why it is so. Let's see if it's gonna start without it. Yeah, it's gonna start without it. So just for you to know, guys, if you set it run from the administrator's permission, then it will not even start working. Okay. Limit the frame rate. In your graphics card control panel, set a max FPS for DAO origins dot executable. Executable something like 60 or 30. How do I do that? How do I do that? I don't know well how to handle this. Frame rate, NVIDIA control panel. This is not the one that I need probably. Okay. How do I do that? Cannot believe I'm doing this. Dragon Age. Found it. And there. Max frame rate. Maybe 60. Technical stream. Yeah, indeed. And that's something I really did not need. That's a stream called what? Why do I have this? I'm not sure if you can see that, but I have this physics CPU caption, and frame rate is what is going on? You can see this slideshow. That didn't really work well, to be honest. What if I set it to 30? Mm-hmm. Okay, that is also bullshit. Frame rate is bullshit. Doesn't help. Disable memory restriction. Memory limits. Use a tool like large address aware to patch Dragon Age Origins. What? Hmm. That's 4 gigabytes patch. That ah, it's not. It's not the size of the. Well, it's not the size of the patch. It's the name of the patch. Wow, I feel kinda like an idiot now. Uh huh. Uh huh. Yeah, that makes sense now. The 4 gigabytes patch is the patch that enables the game to use bigger memory. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Okay. DAO executable successfully patched. Let's see. So, um, enable them. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Dragon Age Origins. Play. Huh? Game launch failed. Stop. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, now the game doesn't start at all. Congratulations. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Wonderful. Mm-hmm. 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 Chatting. Now I have error after step 3. I have error. What's the name of the error? 51. Error code 51. Is already running and bugging out during launch, and that blocks NVIDIA control panel from adding or applying settings. Here is what you can do. Step-by-step fix for error code 51. Kill all processes. Restart. Add the game manually. What is that manual? Wow. Will it help at all? But it didn't help me. I already limited FPS. Um, but it makes my game crash. What's this large address aware tool? How do I this 4 gigabytes patch? Mm. There is no such button. Mm-hmm. I'm now verifying integrity of files to revert the changes that ChatGPT suggested. I mean, ChatGPT suggested, and those didn't work. Chatty. I use the Steam version. FPS and the patch didn't help. Any normal method that doesn't imply programming. I'm running my stream right now. Hey, hey. Mm. Why do I have this physics CPU plaque on my screen all the time now? Okay, the game still crashes. The chat said that I can add DirectX 9 launch and see if it helps. Okay, that didn't help either. That didn't help either. Why do I have... Sent you a message on Telegram, just a moment. Yeah, about the compatibility, I tried it already. Tried it already. Now I want to get rid of this. I think now it should be removed. Let's see what are the lowest possible settings for Dragon Age that we can run on. Configure video. Let's set graphics to medium, 2x, texture detail, medium. And I hope those were, yeah, safe changes. And then play. Come on, it's already like lowest possible. Why? Maybe it's because I'm streaming on NVENC and the resources of the video card are busy. Options, video, medium to X, medium. Okay, what if I set it to high and, or rather low and medium here? Okay, this worked.
Good evening, my lord.
This worked. So what do we have? What is the preset? Medium graphics detail here, texture detail. What if I do it this way now? Like very high. It will crash right after I leave the settings screen. Interesting. So what was that? Medium, low, 0 for this one. Low on the game. Options. What if I set texture detail to medium? Crash. I see. We will try to balance as much as possible and then stick to these settings. That is if I decide to play this shit after all this hustle. What if I go with, so medium, low, and 0 anti-aliasing? It goes well. Options, video, anti-aliasing 2x. That worked. Anti-aliasing 4x. That also worked. Anti-aliasing 8x also worked. Okay, what if I set graphics detail to high? What if I set graphics detail to very high? So the only thing that the game struggles with is actually the textures, it looks like. So if I go to the main menu, quit the game, and then try and restart it, what will happen after? Load game, Castle Kusland. It starts. It's just textures details, nothing else. Nothing else. Yeah, I need some time to come back to senses. Just a moment. Not the start of the season of streaming that I wanted, you can imagine. But it is what it is, as you can probably know from the memes. And the name of the stream resonates with that. So I'm gonna start the stream, not the stream, but the recording, because I don't want to keep the technical part for the memories. I don't want to repel people who will come back to watch this. Yeah, so stop recording and start recording. Hello and welcome everyone again. Those who have survived this 1 hour and 15 minutes of troubleshooting the graphic settings on Dragon Age. We managed to run it. I was close to relinquishing the idea of streaming the game at all, which would have become a great disappointment, of course, but here we are. Here we are. We're gonna face terrible quality of the doors and, well, things around us. I hope you forgive me, because it's just the only way to run the game on the modern machine, apparently, at least on my machine. So yeah, I apologize sincerely. We had this conversation with we had the intro conversation with our father and Arl Hove and Duncan, and our character is this fine fellow, and we are about to begin the big journey in Dragon Age Origins.
Good evening, my lord.
Yeah, good evening to you too. Thanks to Amisao, thanks to Lucian, thanks to Oleg and Everest too for staying with me throughout this very irritating adventure. But here we go. Here we go. I feel like that my upper lip is actually kind of swollen because of my emotions boiling. I think I have a lot of physical manifestations of my stress nowadays, like skin reaction and stuff, so I definitely need to consider some time off in the future. My body starts to crumble. Let me check if I've missed anything that was non-technical. Maybe some messages that were related to life. Well, I mean, there was a second laptop is a nightmare in terms of the touchpad, and I'd rather do that on my main computer. I just want to ban this creature that thought that it can pester me. Sagging heat? What? No, that you go away. Yeah. And so what do we have? Plot helpers. Plot helpers are markers on your current area map that indicate where you need to go to progress in your active quest. Next, exploration. Use WSD keys, blah blah blah. Exploration, use your mouse wheel. Yes, I don't think I need those directions. Let's see. How
Greetings, my lord. You are the Terran's son, are you not?
I am indeed Sunset.
That is good to know. I understand you shall take charge of your father's castle once we march.
So I'm told, yes.
Ah, then I wish you luck. Good evening, my lord. Good evening, my lord.
Okay, there is some stuttering now. Really, there is some stuttering. You see the game kinda freezes from time to time for a second. Is it because I alt-tabbed or it's something? Let me save and restart just in case. Maybe that will help. You can't see the game? Well, it's there, right? Ah, I alt-tabbed and it crashed. Now we can. We didn't see the game. Yeah, thanks for the being vigilant. Let's see if stuttering continues. No, stuttering has vanished and you can see the game. Yeah. Alright, let's talk to the others.
Shouldn't you be off to your brother, as I asked?
Are you sure you'll be alright?
Your brother and I go into battle, not an afternoon tea. Who knows what will happen to us? I will tell you, however, you're my cherished son. I love you, and I trust you completely to carry on the Kuzlin name if the worst should happen. But don't worry about me, dear boy. You'll have enough to occupy your mind while I'm gone.
Where do you think Fergus is?
Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt, saying goodbye to Oriana and your nephew.
Is sending all of your forces south a good idea?
When the king demands it. In fact, not sending our forces south would be a distinctly bad idea. Don't worry, pup. You shouldn't see many problems, but I want you to prepare the men left here, in case.
In case of what?
Legends of the Blights tell of horrible things. These darkspawn once threatened many lands. If we can't hold them, you must prepare for the worst.
And what can I do with a handful of guards?
I trust you to do what is best. And don't be afraid to ask your mother's advice. She's Ferelden-born, strong, just as you are. But let's not speak of ominous things. We shall assume that all will go well, and the Maker will watch over us.
I'll go now.
I'll talk to you soon. Just let me finish my meeting with Duncan.
Have 30 minutes and then I have to go to vocal class. I see. Well, I have what? I have not much time myself. An hour and a half now. Unfortunately, the previous hour was wasted, or kinda spent on alternative things. And also, I saw, Sasha, that you said that you never played the human origin, so for you it's like new content. I understand. Well, I need to speed up with showing you what's gonna happen. Alexander Gacic, hello Andy, haven't been here for a while, how are you? Yes, I haven't been here for a long time, but here I am, I'm back. I'm good, thanks, what about you? How is your life? And let's talk to Duncan.
I'm sorry, but I believe your father wishes to talk to the Arl and myself alone.
May we speak later, or... Well, I was hoping to ask you a quick question or two.
Very well. I doubt your father would mind a slight delay.
I doubt too. He will not mind even if I stand here for a day. Are there really darkspawn in the south? By the way, there are more questions than just one.
Indeed. We spotted a horde assembling in the Korkari Wilds not 3 weeks ago. Luckily, King Kalen took us at our word and marshaled Ferelden's forces quickly. The first battles have already been fought. Your father and I must move quickly.
How many Darkspawn are there?
Thousands. Perhaps 10,000 or more in this horde. Normally the Darkspawn stay in the deep roads. It bodes ill that so many risk the surface.
I love the language in Dragon Age Origins. It's really posh English, very sophisticated, with lots of complicated grammar and choice of very fancy vocabulary. So great game to learn English, like C1, C2 level. How much danger are Fergus and my father in?
Well, I understand the first battles have gone easily.
Indeed. Are the Grey Wardens sure this is a blight, and not simply some large Darkspawn raid?
No archdemon has been sighted yet, my lord. But with my entire soul, I believe this is a blight.
I wish we shared your faith. I suppose we shall see for ourselves once we arrive at the King's camp.
Would you really recruit me into the Grey Wardens?
Of course. You are young, skilled, and obviously responsible, if your father is willing to turn his castle over to you. The Grey Wardens do not recruit simply anybody, and I intend no flattery when I say you show promise. The old treaties allow me to conscript you even against your father's wishes, but I will not do so. Our order is too small to risk animosity with Ferelden's nobility.
I'm glad I am to hear it.
It's tempting, your lordship, but I'm content to see what other candidates your castle offers.
Did you really come all this way to see Sir Gilmore?
I have only found a couple of worthy candidates in my travels across Ferelden. Your father invited me here, suggesting this Sir Gilmore. If he is not suitable, I will head south and join up with the king.
You know the king.
Not well. King Kalen is an eager young man who has shown great wisdom in responding to the Darkspawn threat.
I've heard he's a bit enraptured with the Grey Warden legend, and that is why he caters to your order.
How? That is unworthy of you.
He only repeats what we've all heard. Whatever the king's reasons, I'll take his support. The priority is defeating the Darkspawn before they threaten all of Ferelden.
I'll leave you alone then.
Until we speak again.
Until we speak again, yes. It's hard level to play in English. Well, yes, but that's how you improve, you know. So it's like very typical for me. It used to be to play, and sometimes now even to play with a notebook and write down new words, expressions, and that's how you grow. Very natural and fun way to enhance your level. Everything is the same for me. I played the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. Yeah, oh, there was a question from Elysian why I wasn't playing Oblivion Remastered. Because I wanted to be patched, and I want to be sure that the game isn't gonna be I want to be sure that the game is in its final condition, even though I know it's like ages old, and still I want to wait a bit until dust settles down.
Yes?
How long have you and father been friends?
We fought together under King Maric when he drove the Orlesians out of Ferelden. Heady times. The years since have not held the same promise. It's not something a youth would understand. It will be good to ride beside your father again.
Your daughter is... You knew King Maric.
Your father hasn't spoken of our time with him? That man took care of his friends. As they say, he was large as life and twice as tall. It's too bad Kalen isn't half that.
You don't think much of King Kalen.
I think of him as much as he thinks at all.
That's enough, Hal. You speak of our king.
Oh, the boy did ask, your lordship. As per the latitude you allow. I merely offered my opinion.
Your daughter is interested in me.
The topic has come up from time to time. The young and their infatuations.
I got the impression Delilah didn't like me.
I'm sure that was years ago. People change. To be honest, I have no expectations. And your father seems determined to let you find your own way. If something did happen, well, we'd address it as befits a family of our stature.
Don't hold your breath.
Your father's permissiveness has made you willful, indeed. It may not always serve you so well.
I trust the delay with your men is nothing serious.
Poor weather, I believe. Their progress has been slow, but it's nothing you need worry about.
You told my father the delay was your fault.
In a manner of speaking. If I had reinforced our border levies earlier, my troops could have left before the rains. I confess, my confidence in your father allowed me some complacency. I guess that makes it as much his fault.
So I just want to wish you well, Arlho.
I thank you. That is quite unnecessary.
Okay, suspicious lad, this Arlho. Let's look at our equipment. We have a long sword, iron, and a shield, which is useless. I'd rather have a dagger there. Studded leather gloves, studded leather armor, and studded leather boots. And we seem to have a set. And we have lesser health poultice. Poultice has to be on number 1. The dual strike has to be here. Shield bash. The character shield bash as a target dealing normal damage as well as knocking the target off its feet unless it passes a physical resistance check. So it's a stun actually. So well, not that bad. It's good to have a stun. And I cannot execute a dual weapon sweep, for I do not have a second weapon. So I wish I could take this man's swords, but I cannot do that as of now. Right, where do I go? The map indicator shows me that it's over there, the location where I should pursue, but I want to inspect other places also. Quite a big castle. Do I have the map? Yes, I do. Main hall, guard post, chapel, kitchen, pantry, atrium, library, study, your room, and Fergus's room. Okay, so let's go and see what the chapel has to start with. Maybe there is some praying to be done. Insufficient skill. I cannot pick the locks, and that's a massive disappointment always when I play a warrior, because until you find Liliana you cannot open anything, and my cunning skill is not enough also. What's this place? Just some random area. Insufficient skill. Can you imagine how much loot I'm missing?
Good
Horrible.
evening, my lord.
It's just horrible. Where's the freaking chapel? I wanted to pray. Can I? Oh, I can. Here we go. Here we go. I forget that I have to be highlighting items, right? There are 2 books. Mother Melol. Lol.
Evening, my lord.
Sorry for the disturbing. Mother Melol.
Maker, prepare a place for us. Redeem our world from sin. Forgive our transgressions.
Maker, forgive us all.
Have you come to pray for your brother and father? I'd be happy to ask for the Maker's blessings with you.
Well, I mean, if it were the real life, I would say no, but in the game there are gods, so I would appreciate that, Mother Melol.
Please, child, call me Malol.
Can I call you Lol?
I've known you since you were a wee babe after all. Creator of the sky, the land, and the sea. Hear your people in our time of need.
Maker, watch over us.
Let no man have cause to fear the shadows. Let their souls be lifted upon your return. So let it be.
Maker, forgive us all.
There now. I'll be keeping a vigil tonight. You're welcome to come. There are many more who must receive the Maker's blessings before they leave. If you would excuse me.
Could you answer a few questions?
I cannot. Many await my attendance before they march into the unknown. We shall talk once the soldiers have departed.
Okay. New Codex, the Maker. I think I'll do the reading later when we have done some action, but I shouldn't ignore the Codex. Andras, the Bride of the Maker. And another book is... what's the hitbox for the book? The Chant of Light, the Blight. So it's really paramount that I click on everything clickable because it gives XP and adds to the what? To the story of the world. How do I go to the journal? The journal. Father's task: find Fergus, your father, Tern, Bryce, Kusland, and Arl Ho have been summoned by King Kaelan to the battle at Ostagar. However, Arl Ho's forces have been delayed. You've been sent to tell your brother Fergus that he should leave for Ostagar ahead of your father. Fergus is probably in his room, saying goodbye to his wife and child. Completed quests, and here come our Codex notes, conversation history, and downloadable content. I think that will be filled later or not, because I think they changed the way that items are designed. Journal, locked item. You just encountered a locked object. Area map, I know that. Inventory, yeah. Okay, the chapel has been attended. Next location I want to go to is the kitchen, I think. Guard post. Or maybe the guard post instead. Let's go check it out, because I think it's gonna be a little location, and then we can go to the... then we can go to the kitchen. Is this one? Is this the place I'm looking for? Yes, it is. The guard post, and it can be unlocked.
Very well.
So,
Oh, my lord, we were just,
taking a break.
well, the treasury's safe. I'm not even sure why the Tern stationed us here. Did my father fear someone would steal something? I don't know. Nobody has come to look at the treasury.
Who has the key to the treasury?
The Tern, and perhaps the Terner? Honestly don't know, my lord.
Then perhaps you'd better get back to work?
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
Treasury. Key required.
Good evening, my lord.
Not sure what the point of this is, but hopefully we did something right. Yeah, I mean, people should be working. Then...
There you are. Your mother told me the Tern had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
hello to you too, Sir Gilmore.
Pardon my manners, my lord. It's simply that I've been looking all over the castle for you. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave.
Did the dog get into the larder again?
No matter how the maids try to keep him out, he always finds a way in. You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
Well, I should go collect him.
That would be wise, before Nan tears down the walls. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
To the kitchen then? And where is my mother?
She was entertaining Lady Landra and her son when I left her. Perhaps in the atrium? Before we go, my lord, might I beg a question? I've heard from several people that a Grey Warden is here. Is that true?
Yes, his name is Duncan. I met him.
Then, is it also true that this Grey Warden was asking after me?
He intends to test you for recruitment.
Maker's breath, are you certain? Can you imagine me, a Grey Warden? It would be everything I've dreamed of. Of course, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Pardon my outburst.
Good evening, my lord. I shall do it.
What's this place? A library. Uh-huh. I'm in the library. Aldous and 2 squires. I see. This door. There is 1 book on the table.
Very well.
Culture of Ferelden. Quite entertaining. To be read later. Then Aldous, librarian, and couple of squires. I'm sure they're interactable too. This book is
It is begun.
History of Ferelden Chapter 2. And more books. The History of Ferelden Chapter 1. Librarian.
Good evening, my lord.
Sir Gilmore.
We really should go after your hound, my lord, before he does something worse.
Do you know much about the Grey Wardens?
Only what everyone hears. I never expected to actually see one. So few of them are here in Ferelden.
Have you ever seen Darkspawn?
Never. You hear about Darkspawn attacking homesteads and travelers, but I thought they were just stories.
Are Grey Wardens really as skilled as legends say?
I hear they only recruit the most skilled. It'd be disappointing if that wasn't true.
What happens if the Grey Wardens recruit you?
I only know that once you become a Grey Warden, your old life is over. There's no going back.
Let's talk about something else.
As you wish. But what if the Grey Warden tries to recruit you? Have you thought about it?
I wish he would recruit me.
Too bad. It's unlikely that the Wardens would risk your father's wrath.
Why aren't you marching with our men?
I would were it my choice. Your father decided I should remain with the complement guarding the castle. I hope that's because this Grey Warden wishes to see me.
I see. Tell me about yourself, Sir Gilmore.
Well, you know I've served your father for years, since my own father sent me to squire here. My father is a minor lord in the Bannorn, but our land is little more than a glorified farmstead. I do miss it, though. The valleys of the Bannorn are beautiful this time of year. I take great pride in serving the town. Still, if I had the opportunity to join the Grey Wardens, I wouldn't hesitate.
You would leave my father's service?
With his blessing, I imagine. Joining the Wardens is the highest service one can render.
Let's keep going.
Of course, my lord. Lead on.
Aldous.
Hello, my dear boy. By chance, I am beginning to teach these young squires about your family's history.
Do we have to? History is boring.
Boys, you are referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect.
They could do with some discipline.
Perhaps you could help me with that. Might you join me in teaching this lesson?
Certainly. I'd be happy to.
Wonderful. Oh, the Cousland history is long indeed. Where shall we start?
Tell about our relationship with Arl Ho.
The history between the Couslands and the House reaches back to the Orlesian occupation.
Go on.
During the rebellion against Orlais, several battles were fought near Highever. The port village of Harper's Ford was the tournier's center. Its Arl was Tarleton Howe. Though nearly 90, he was still as sharp and bitter as cheap ale. Your grandfather openly supported the rebellion, but Howe sided with Orlais. Your family was forced to seize Harper's Ford before it was all over.
We fought the Hoes.
Your grandfather couldn't afford to lose Harper's Ford. In keeping the town, your family drove Orlais from its lands. The Howes eventually joined the rebellion, when all of Ferelden united behind King Merrick and General Logain, just as now we united behind Merrick's son, King Cailan, to fight the Darkspawn.
When was our line founded?
Records are vague, but the Couslands became Tierns during the Black Age. Is that familiar, child?
Yeah, I remember something about an age in there.
Every day I pray to the Maker that my lessons will stick, and every day he tasks me anew. At that time, your family held only the minor title of Ban. When the werewolves reached this area, Ban Mather Cousland organized a curfew and patrols within the city. Several other local bands supported his efforts by swearing oaths of fealty, making him their Tiern.
We predate the founding of the kingdom, yes?
Well, I'm glad some of my lessons don't disappear into that yawning chasm between your ears, young man.
I'm doing the best I can. Let's not insult the old preacher.
It seems you've already plumbed the depths of your potential, then. A pity. At any rate, your family has held the Tourneur of High Ever since before King Calenhad united Ferelden. In fact, Tierna Elethea Cousland battled Calenhad to maintain High Ever's independence.
We oppose the king.
Well, the Couslands are ardent royalists now, but at that time, Calenhad was unknown and considered dangerous by many. When Calenhad's army reached High Ever, Tierna Elethea led the local bands against him. Obviously, Calenhad won.
And Calenhad let us keep the Tourneur.
Calenhad wished to unite Ferelden, not conquer it. After Elethea's men were defeated, Calenhad asked her to swear fealty. The boulder where they held council still stands today as a memorial of that event.
Time to end this lesson, I think.
Thank you for indulging an old man.
Does that mean we have to listen to you now?
Silence! I will not have you two becoming smart-mouthed hooligans. Perhaps you should go. I doubt they need any more distraction. I'm just going to settle in here and apparently just talk to myself for all the good I'm doing. Then ask myself all this, why do you do this?
Alright, so that was
This is
mildly...
boring. Why do we have to read books anyway? I want to learn how to use a sword. Are you marching off to war too? I wish I was old enough to fight. Mother says the Darkspawn will all be killed and I won't see one. Is that true? Mother says the Darkspawn will all be killed and I won't see one. This is boring.
I was just
Why do we have to
checking
read
whether
books
they have
anyway?
any
I want to learn how to use a sword.
alternative replies. So we checked the library, we read all the books. Isn't it dangerous to have such wooden chairs so close to the fireplace which burns so vibrantly? I think it's
Good evening, my
really
lord.
perilous, but okay. Next thing. Mischief in the larder, atrium, atrium. Lady Eleanor. Okay, let's go fix the situation with the kitchen first. And what's this door? What's inside? Some dining room, apparently. And currently it's empty. It's empty and nothing to loot. By the way, can I take... I cannot take his weapons. That's a pity.
Good evening, my lord.
Good evening to you too. Easy media. Medieval chairs were coated with goat shit so they wouldn't burn. Whoa! That's the fact of the day. Interesting. Thank you, Easy Media, for this fascinating discovery. I couldn't have imagined it so, but I mean, makes sense. I mean, do you mean that seriously? Like they did that?
Very well.
What's going on here?
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves. I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
See you later. Have fun. Thank you very much, Sasha, for staying with me for these 2 hours, and yeah, have a fascinating singing lesson. And yeah, until next time, I'll try not to spend too much time before I come back streaming. Just a moment. I have a. My girlfriend needs to have entrance, and we only have one key. And they were, of course not. Just kidding. Oh, come on. I thought it's a real fact. That's a shame. All right. I'm sorry he's bothering you, Nan.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
Poor elves. Tutorial. Inventory and equipment. Yeah. I'm pressing I. The armor. Remove your armor. Here we go. To equip. Put it back. Quick bar. I've already used it. I don't want to put it there, okay? So, fatigue. Anything heavier than regular clothing causes fatigue, which increases the mana, stamina lost of spells, and talents by a percentage. Sturdy armors, like plate, carry more of penalty than lightweight leathers, but some talents, like the warrior's powerful, can reduce the effect of fatigue. Controlling party members, blah blah blah, that's what I know already. So what do we have to do next? Anything I can loot in the kitchen? Doesn't look so. The elves.
We will serve you well while the Terran is gone.
The castle is so eerie with everyone preparing to ride south. It will be so empty. We will serve you while the Terran is away.
We'll be up very late tonight so the Earl's men can be given proper quarters.
Why are you talking to me, young man? That wretched creature is likely eating my beautiful roast as we speak.
How did he get into the larder this time?
How in the blazes am I supposed to know? He up and walked through the wall, I expect. That hound isn't natural. I see it in his eyes. He does this on purpose, just to torment me. Why are you talking to me, young man? That wretched creature is likely eating my beautiful roast as we speak.
Please calm down.
I'll calm down once that...
Okay, that's a repetitive conversation. Let's go and see.
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
Are you trying to tell me something?
It does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait, did you hear that?
Enter a name for the dog. Trouble maker, like any dog is. Rats. Rats. Can I save in the battle? I cannot. Let's dial down the sound. Bash.
I shall do Hey, they make a fight! This is like a bad adventure story!
I need to set my character's behavior to aggressive.
It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
Mm-hmm. Those were very large rats.
I've seen larger. They come up from the Kakari wilds sometimes. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Arl's men.
Mm-hmm. Take care, Sir Gilmore. Okay, so now we can loot. Wooden crate.
Very well.
Has deep mushroom inside, and this sack has elf fruit. Those are for future cooking. Can I talk to the dog? Do you see anything interesting? Continue. Huh? Excuse me. There was supposed to be something interesting. I understand. And do you see something interesting again? Well, nothing apparently. It's some weird mechanic.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
Actually, he was defending your larder from rats, big ones.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones?
They'll rip you to shreds, they will!
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead.
My faithful warhound made sure it's safe. And yeah, the rats are dead. It's quite a mess, in fact.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with. Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lord. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Mm-hmm. Quest completed. Any other conversation with her?
Thank you again for your help. Now, if you'll just hold on a moment. Yes?
Do you know...
Adney, get moving with those casts. And Kath, do you think you can serve that to the turn with dirt from the floor all over it?
Miserable old bat.
Old bat, am I? We've got to work double time on supper, sweep out the hearths, and no complaining.
Any more rat problems?
Don't even mention that. These two will run like a pair of frightened kittens, and then where will I be? Thank you for coming to your old nanny's rescue. That blasted hound is more trouble than he's worth. He is. And don't start with me. You've gotten all you're getting today. But what about you, my lord? Been keeping safe and well behaved, I hope?
Why would I say anything but yes?
Huh. Clever whelp. That mouth of yours will get you into trouble one day. Do you remember that bedtime tale I used to tell you? The dog that bit?
Not too well, no.
Bless me. I used to tell you that one every night, I did. I thought it was your favourite. Before our fathers' fathers came down from the mountains, a warhound was born to the elder bitch of a tribal chief. They named him Hahaku and gave him everything. He grew up a fine, strong pup, destined to be the partner of the chief's eldest son.
And Hahaku grew rightful?
The young hound became arrogant, taking food from his kin and warning them, in the way of dogs, that the chief's family would punish them if they tried to attack him. Years passed, and the time for the chief's son to take a warhound came closer. Hahaku's pride swelled, and many of the people of the tribe came to the chief, quietly whispering of this dog's bullying. With each complaint, the chief saw only Hahaku's strength and pride, and sent his people away. But as his son grew, the chief watched more closely. The day might come when his boy's life would depend on this dog. If the humblest of his people would not trust Hahaku, how could he?
Hahaku's own misdeeds beat him.
When the day came, Hahaku sat proudly, waiting to be called. But the old chief chose Hahaku's brother as his son's hound. Hahaku was shamed, but felt no remorse. So great was his rage that he darted across the fire pit and bit the chief's hand.
That was a mistake.
The chief and his son struck at Hahaku, cursing him. The hound ran into the village, seeking shelter in the tents and kennels. The other dogs snapped at him, and the tribe's people threw stones at him. Before the chief could reach him, the tribe had torn Hahaku apart. Now, what should you carry from this tale?
Don't abuse your power.
Exactly. Hahaku took advantage of a position he thought he was entitled to. But you're far too old now for an old woman to be reminding you to watch how you behave, hmm?
Why did you tell me that story?
It's a story worth repeating. That's all. Be off with you then. Tell your brother farewell before he rides off to war.
Any more interaction?
I can't chatter anymore. I've a whole army to feed, and then some. And don't think you two will get away from me anytime soon. I heard that. I'd beat you black and blue if I didn't need your arms working. Blasted elves. I can't chatter anymore. I've a whole army to...
Quite a grim situation. I mean, discrimination, racism, exploitation, underpayment, I'm sure, mutual insults, ageism. I don't know how to call when people let their dogs do whatever they want all the time. What do we call this? Over tolerance towards pets. I don't know how to put that, and I disapprove of that either. Okay, so next thing we have to talk to the mother of our protagonist, I presume. Guard post, study, library, chapel we've attended, the pantry also. Were there any things that I missed in the main hall? Because I didn't click on the tab button there. I forgot that thing. There was a message: laziness and irresponsibility as well. That too. I agree. So a lot of shortcomings have been displayed so far. Yeah, I haven't missed anything here, which is a good thing. So let's go to the mother, our main character, and have a chat with her.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my younger son. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled?
Yeah, there were giant rats in the larder.
Ah, marvelous. Just the thing for my guests to hear right before dinner. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
Weren't you drunk? Of course, it's a good thing to see you again, my lady.
You're too kind, dear boy. Didn't I spend half the salon shamelessly flirting with you?
Right in front of your family, too.
You remember my son, Dyron. I believe you two sparred in the last tourney.
And you beat me handily, as I recall. It's good to see you again, my lord.
It's sad we don't really see stuff like that in your games. Everything has to be politically correct and safe. Hello, Matt Knox. A long time no see. And this time is my fault for not going live. I would agree with you. I mean, it's a bitter thing to observe, and it kind of provokes... sometimes it provokes, or always provokes, some kind of fierce reaction from me, at least subconsciously, but on the other hand, it's a game and it's not real, and also it gives a lot of reason to have reflection about that and contemplate such things and discuss those, and it creates a more realistic picture because we are talking about times where such things were completely normal. Yeah, so I would agree with you here. So, you've been modest, you fought very well.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great honor, my lord. I have heard many wonderful things about you.
Don't look now, Eleanor. But I believe the girl has a crush on your lad.
Lady Landra!
Hush, Landra. You'll turn the poor thing scarlet.
You're aware that we are at war?
Aware that my husband and son are about to ride off to battle and perhaps never return? Quite.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
To the study?
Good evening, your lordship.
To the study. New screenshot. I don't remember where those screenshots are. Player profile, screenshots. Your father and brother leaving to join the king on the battlefield. You will be left in charge of Castle Cousland. Why is it gray? Achievements taken by player. Story. Yeah, it's just gray. I don't know why it is so. The study, they said. I'm interested. Kitchen. Yeah, probably we'll have a chance to talk to them in more detail. Let's see. Yeah, Iona and Dyron. Hi, sir.
Hello again. Your castle study is wonderful. Might I ask whose collection this is?
It was my grandfather's, but I come here often to read.
So would I. Do you have a favorite book?
Dragons of Taventer by brother Timaeus.
Good choice. Timaeus' theory on the nature of dragons and how they connect to Darkspawn is quite intriguing.
Do you know anything about the Grey Wardens?
No more than anyone else. Is it true there is one here in the castle? Have you met him?
Yeah, it's true. I've met him.
I'd join the Grey Wardens in a heartbeat. Can you imagine destroying the Darkspawn forever? Becoming a hero? But I'd never gain a Grey Warden's notice. I'll have to be happy under your father's command.
So you're going to be riding with my father tomorrow?
Yes, though I don't know when. I will leave when your father does. I'll ride as his second. A glorified squire, more or less. I'll care for his horse and armor and such. It's quite an honor.
Will you actually fight?
I hope so. I admit to trepidation about facing Darkspawn, but I can't imagine an opponent more worthy of defeat.
You consider it an honor to do menial tasks?
Unlike you, I am no child of a great house. If I can rise within the ranks of your father's service, it is more than I could normally hope for. I'm a bit surprised that you're not riding alongside your brother. Is that disappointing?
I have important duties here at the castle.
True enough. This is no small estate like my own. If you're interested, I shall record what I can during the battle. My writing skills may be lacking, but I hope to convey a true sense of the warrior's experience. Writing such an important work is one of my ambitions.
I'd like to get to know you a little better.
I'd like that. What did you have in mind?
Tell me about yourself.
There's not much to tell. I am the eldest son of a minor lord. I can't imagine I'm anyone very interesting to you.
Don't we go somewhere more private? Perhaps we should talk after you return from the south.
I would be glad of the chance to get to know you better. Until then.
I'm not sure what that implies. Is that like an indication that we might have a relationship with this man? Common basics, blah blah.
Is there something else you would like to discuss, my lord?
Grey Wardens. Never mind, I should go.
Of course, my lord.
Let's go to Iona.
That is a wonderful dog. He seems very noble and intelligent. Greetings once again, my lord.
Haven't seen many elven. Oh, she's an elf. Ladies in waiting.
Lady Landra has been very good to me. I am lucky. If I may, your mother has no ladies-in-waiting herself. Is that usual for a noble woman of her rank?
Maybe a little. She's never desired one.
That is a very Ferelden attitude, I think, to be so self-sufficient.
How did you come to know Lady Landra?
My family has been in service to hers for many years. Lady Landra elevated my place as a reward for our loyalty. I hope this position might pass to my daughter.
You have a daughter.
Forgive me, I shouldn't have mentioned her.
Tell me about her.
Her name is Amathine. Her father died of a wasting sickness 2 years ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. He is with the Maker now.
You don't hope for more for your daughter?
I have risen very high for my people. I would not tempt fate by wishing more.
It sounds like Lady Landra has been good to you.
Lady Landra is good to her elven servants. That is not true in many households, but I hear it is in yours. It speaks well of your father to show such compassion.
I'll just start. The Nan is not particularly kind to them. Tell me more about yourself. Tell me more about yourself.
I am an open book, my lord. What would you like to know?
Where were you born?
Lady Landra's manor is not half so large as your castle, so my family lives in the alienage.
Do you enjoy living there?
There we do not stand out quite so much. In an alienage, my daughter learns what it means to be elven. As much as possible, so much of our history has been lost.
What do you think of humans?
That is an awkward question. What do you mean?
Do you resent humans for what they've done to your people?
Well, that is not an easy question. I think that conversation would take far more time than we have now.
Is there something, anyone special back home?
No longer. I have little time for such things.
Have you thought about it?
Between caring for my daughter and Lady Landra, very little. Though I would not rule it out if the right person came along.
I'd like to ask you about something else.
Of course.
Good evening.
Farewell, my lord. Good luck on managing this castle in the coming months. I imagine it shall be very difficult.
Well, we could be flirting with the poor lady, but I mean, her life is hard enough already, being an elf in service to a human. He's standing and sleeping? For real? That's a very strange position.
Good evening, my lord.
It's like he's preparing to fight someone. Alright, I wonder where I can find that other lady that left. Because I suspect there could be an interaction with her either. No, not here. Maybe the opposite door. Maybe she went to the chapel. There is a potentiality of that. No, nothing has changed here. There's a guard over there. A lot of doors that irritate me because I cannot open them, and it's so lamentable.
Good evening, my lord.
Good evening. What's this door? Oh! Okay, this is interesting. I did not locate this from before, but guess what? There is a chest that I cannot freaking open. That's so it's so unfair. What's this place? Servants.
We will serve you while the Terran is away. We will serve you while the Terran is away.
We will serve you well while the Terran is gone.
Are those the ones that were in the kitchen, or these are some different elves? And where's the... the guard post is over there. Let me check. What's that? Close to... Gosh. That's why I wanted to start as a rogue, and that's why I created a character that was a rogue, and then I learned that the mod that helps you respec doesn't give you a chance to change your class, so you cannot become a warrior after you picked the rogue, unfortunately. So yeah. So that lady is not here, and that means that I can return to the main quest, going upstairs and talking to my brother Tirna Eleanor. First, I guess we'll have to converse to the mother.
You should say goodbye to Fergus while you have the chance.
Did you know there is a Grey Warden here?
Yes, your father mentioned that. You haven't got it into your head that you want to be recruited.
The Darkspawn have returned. Grey Wardens are needed.
There's enough here at the castle to occupy you. I don't need you off chasing danger like your brother.
Do you know where Fergus might be?
If he's not out with his men, probably upstairs with Oriana.
Why can't I go with Father and Fergus?
I know it's difficult to stay in the castle and watch others ride off, but we must see to our duties first. You understand that, don't you?
What if they fall what if they fall without me? Well, I understand. I should be honest, I understand.
Trust me. You'll get your chance for excitement soon enough.
I've had a bad feeling about all this.
As do I. Your father and brother are marching off to fight Maker knows what. All the assurances in the world don't comfort me, but it wouldn't help for us to take up arms and follow. Fergus and your father have their duty and we have ours.
Are you staying at the castle?
For a few days. Then I'll travel with Lady Landra to her estate and keep her company for a time. Your father thinks my presence here might undermine your authority.
As you wish.
Good. I was worried you might be nervous about running the castle alone. I needn't have been concerned.
I should go.
I love you, my darling boy. You know that, don't you?
I love you too. And what brought that on?
You've grown up so fast. And now Bryce is leaving you in charge of the castle. I suppose there's no point in dwelling on it. Go do what you must then. I will see you soon.
Another locked door to irritate me. And the door to the private chambers. Okay, this one is plainly locked. This one, I understand, belongs to... What's this? Your room.
It has begun.
No, it hasn't begun yet. Fergus, and over there.
As you say,
Another
I shall
locked
do it.
room. Locked. Locked. Key required. So let's go talk to Fergus.
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a sword? That sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little brother to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
Shall I wait outside?
Stay. I'd like to say farewell.
Did you know there is a Grey Warden in the castle?
Really? Was he riding a griffin?
Shh, Oren. Griffins only exist in stories now.
I'd heard that. Did he say why he's come?
He says he's recruiting, and he's going to task Sir Gilmore.
Good for him. I hope he makes it. If I were a Grey Warden, though, I'd have my eye on you. Not that Father would ever allow it.
Do you really think the war will be over quickly?
Word from the south is that the battles have gone well. There's no evidence that this is a true blight, just a large raid.
Could that be true?
I'll see for myself soon enough. Pray for me, love, and I'll be back within a month or two.
You'll be missed, brother.
If it's any consolation, I'm sure I'll freeze in the southern rain and be completely jealous of you up here, warm and safe.
I am positively thrilled that you will be so miserable, husband.
I wish I could go with you.
I wish you could come. It'll be tiring killing all those darkspawn myself.
Surely your father would not place both his heirs in danger?
Mother and father have been fighting about it for days. It's too bad. I could have used you at my side.
Bring a message. Father wants you to leave without him.
Then the Jarl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
He just might need those prayers.
The Maker sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Oren. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, Maker's breath. I swear it's like living with a pack of small boys.
I'll miss you, mother dear. You'll take care of her, brother, won't you?
Mother can handle herself. Always has.
It's true. They should be sending her, not me. She would scold those darkspawn back into the deep roads.
Well, I'm glad you find this so funny.
Enough. Enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
Saving game. Quest completed. Player profile. New screenshot, which is also non-existent. Page. I mean, maybe they are in some different different folder, because apparently it's not working properly. And these achievements do not. Please log in. Log in to update your online profile with your achievements. I don't remember whether it works at all. I'll need to experiment with that out of the stream. And now what? We are sleeping, right? Half an hour now. I don't see anything have black screen. Is it supposed to be like that? What's wrong, boy? Someone out there? Yeah, there is a glitch. What's happening? I have no idea. Black screen wasn't supposed to be there, I presume. Let's try that scene again. That would be a shame to not see the events. Load game. Oh! Let's try once more. Uh-huh. Okay. No, it's good. So what's wrong?
My lord! Help me! The castle is under attack!
Save the game. Oh, soldier. Let me fight, dog.
Don't give them the advantage!
Not much damage from dealing this way.
I will not.
Do you have any attacks?
Send me!
Tutorial, leveling up. Each time you gain a level, your character gains new abilities and improved statistics. Left click on the plus button next to your character portrait to level up. I need to click to... attributes. I think I'm gonna go for +1, maybe strength and dexterity, just to have equal numbers for those. And next one, dual weapon finesse. The character is extremely skilled at wielding a weapon in each hand, gaining bonuses to attack and defense. Dual striking, no thank you. Flurry, normal combat damage with each hit. Powerful. Through training and hard work, the warrior has gained greater health and reduced the fatigue penalty for wearing armor. Threaten, bravery, death blow, precise striking, taunt, disengage, perfect striking. Threaten, bravery. Death blow. Not sure what to take, to be honest. Can I play without assigning the point? Yes, I can. I just want to be sure how many weapons I'll have. Are those enemies? Hove archer. Okay, take all. And this one is empty. And this one, lesser health bolties, small grease trap. Anything else I have got here? Not really. Okay, let me put on my armor. Leather armor, the shield, the long sword. Well, now that I have just one sword, maybe I'll be able to kill somebody and get the second weapon.
Must maintain. Die, scum!
Darling, I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt?
I'm fine. What's going on? And I need some aid, actually.
Oh dear, that can't all be your blood. We have bandages here. I'll get them. A scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are Hal's men. Why would they attack us?
Betrayed father. He attacks while our troops are gone.
You don't think Hal's men were delayed? On purpose? That bastard. I'll cut his lying throat myself. Have you seen your father? He never came to bed.
No, I haven't. I was in my room.
We must find him.
We should check on Ariana and Oren as well.
And trust his mercy. What if the soldiers went into your brother's room first? Let's check on them quickly. Then we'll look for Bryce downstairs.
Let's loot a mace. And some gold. Can I use a mace as my offhand weapon? Mace and long sword. Mace. Damage 5, 7. Mace, main hand. Yeah, only main hand is possible. Well, then I'm going to use this powerful greater health. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one because I'll need warrior anyway. Or will I need warrior anyway? Maybe flurry. I'll keep my point for now. And about Maburi will go strength only, and that's it. Mother has nothing, but we can give her a mace or a bow. Yeah, let her send arrows instead. Let's go check my brother's room.
No! My little Oren! What manner of fiend slaughters innocents?
I'll make them pay.
How he's not even taking hostages? He means to kill all of us. Oh, poor fuckers. Let's go, I don't want to see this.
Yeah, it's terrible. Slaughter.
Perhaps we can salvage some things here, darling. Some of your father's belongings are in that trunk.
Well, salvage. Ah, that trunk.
As you say.
A dagger. Oh, nice. Great sword, longbow, small shield. Nice, nice, nice. And that chest is unlootable. So what about the mother's skills? She is a who? Strength, dexterity, willpower, magic, cunning, constitution. She's a warrior. Can I see her specs? So she has archery developed actually, so that's nice. So that's a good thing that I gave her a bow. And as for me, I'm gonna take the dagger instead. And well, I'm gonna go for Larry. H here. damage with each hit, or dual weapon finesse. Post cripple, dual striking, bonuses to attack and defense, momentum, whirlwind. Maybe no, maybe let's go with this finesse rather. Okay, I'll need to set up the mother's behavior. She has what? Pinion shot, rapid shot, precise striking, and shattering shot. Behavior has to be aggressive. What is this? Pinion shot, I don't remember, and shattering shot. Rapid shot, speed wins out overpower while this mode is active, as the archer fires more rapidly but without any chance of inflicting regular critical hits. Shattering shot, fires a shot designed to open up a weak spot in the target's armor. Pinion shot, and it's a... I see. So, self, any... Let's use enemy... any... I want to activate ability shattering shot. Attacking target of party member, target of main character. Yeah, shattering shot to decrease the armor. Save preset. Oh no, this is what we have. Sunset shield bash, that has to be removed. What are we doing? Can we just clear it? Yeah. Enemy has armor type. Where's the number? The number. 25. Enemy has armor type. Status, no. Nearest visible, no. Class, taken party member. Has any? Don't remember. Maybe self. Being attacked. Surrounded by enemies. At least 2 enemies. Action. Use ability. Dual weapon sweep. And that's enough. As for the dog, enemy health more or equals 50%. Growl. Yeah, I like it. That's nice. This shield bash has to be removed. And here we go. Precise striking is unnecessary. Rapid shot, I'm not sure I need it, but let it be there. So, I'm gonna save the game here. Because I have to new save after betrayal, save, and I'm gonna wrap up here because I need to meet my girlfriend who doesn't have the key to the apartment. And well, this is the stream today. Thanks to all who have joined me on this adventure, and sorry for the technical part. It was a really big and problematic one, and eventually we managed to fix it, but still I'm slightly disappointed that the first stream after 3 months went this way exactly. I'll be back. I don't know when. I cannot make a prognosis yet, but I'll try not to postpone it much. And let me name everyone who's joined me. So Oleg and Alexander Gacic and Easy Media on YouTube, then on Good Game, Pivotechnik and Everest 2, and on Twitch that was Misao, that was Illusion and Moet Nox, and I hope I haven't forgotten anyone. Everest, I really appreciate that you've joined and you stayed for the whole duration of the stream. Yeah, I think we'll meet in the future, definitely. So stay tuned, everyone. I wish you a pleasant weekend, great weather wherever you are. And yeah, until next time, we shall play Dragon Age more and have fun in this wonderful old classical game. Yeah, take care. Bye bye.